Welcome to the Somnium Files. I'm a couple parts into this. I think this is the 8th episode. And for a little bit of context, I will be now posting 2 to 4 videos of every week. It might go up in the future depending on how often I can make these. But as of right now, I'm trying to focus on making it so I can continue to upload. So, having said that, let's just jump into it. Okay, now, I don't entirely remember where I was. Where is 89? Oh, I forgot. No, I'm not doing it.
I know. After he got to the exit, he let me go.
Interesting.
I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
I'm so confused. Oh, 89, that's the,
Catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an
89, that's the, prisoner who escaped? Yeah, that dude.
He punched out an officer and
Gunpoint?
stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and
Most guns
brought me
don't have
with
a
him
point.
At gunpoint. Well,
They're usually
he
not
had a
sharpened.
gun in his pocket.
No one ever sharpens their guns,
No
and
one
it's
on
really
the floor
sad.
even knew this was happening.
I'm
Got on the
slouching.
elevator and made it to the ground floor.
I always forget I can just
Even
scoot up
stole my
instead of
security
slouch.
card.
Oh, wow. Who knew you could sit back in your chair? I didn't. That's new to me. How rude! Take you to buffet and don't even let you try anything? How
Kill
mean.
me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming
Understandably.
down from being terrified for my life.
But yeah, I'm not doing too many intros anymore, so I don't know if that'll help or not, but yeah.
Number 89 still has it.
I just realized
But
no
don't
one really
worry,
does
I have a spare.
intros
I'll
anymore,
give it to you
so
later.
I'll try not to do that.
Date,
All of
I know
them.
you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was
Pewter.
following him.
So he had an accomplice.
Yes,
Did you see who
What?
was driving?
I did.
Alright, yeah, that's not surprising.
You and I know him well.
Ranchu.
I don't know. Maybe because of script? I can't tell for sure. I'm
Renju.
sorry.
Why?
Hi, Moma.
Moma is calling.
Moma. From the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What?
I love his weird
Where?
faces.
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Alright.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot all. I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh,
Seriously, just look at that face. That's
I'll
perfect.
be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
Interesting. Things are so dramatic and I don't entirely remember what's going on. I know something about 89 escaping. It's been a while since I recorded this. It's been a while since I've recorded in general, actually.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
Tessa.
Late. You're late.
Vows.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I kid. Kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the
Well, yeah, we had
dates.
talked about this. I know for a fact I mentioned that in one of the last parts.
So where are we going?
Where should we take her? Vending machine. Oh. To where the dragon is. A gangster bar. To a Yakuza office building. A really nice place. Just be honest.
No point lying. I need you to come with me to an office.
I'm not. Neither is Date.
What? I didn't know you were into that. Well, okay, it's kind of weird, but whatever.
She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras. I don't know if I'm saying anything right. I'm trying not to, like, slouch forward. It's a bad habit of mine. Monday, 5:10 p.m. Seriously, he's so creepy sometimes.
So, where are the Aziptolapraticolas?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptolapraticola?
What are you talking
I
about?
love this game. It's so funny.
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect
It
trainer?
went from being so dramatic to
Go ahead.
this.
Sorry for interrupting.
Fred,
Start the
Fred,
insect show
Fred,
now.
Fred.
Wait
I
a
told you exactly
minute.
where we were going.
This is a gangster den.
Took you long enough.
Date, you tricked me.
I wasn't trying to trick
I'm sorry.
you. Just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs. I really did.
Jesus.
So she likes
What was that little, like,
as well.
he just did?
Moma, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did.
Who do I talk to?
Wanna hear about
Iris.
Renju?
Mr. Okira?
Introduce Mama.
Oh, yeah.
He's only 2 years older than I
He's
am.
an old man yet.
I'm 24.
Ah, that makes sense.
Moma is lying. He is at least 40.
Well, I was like, 24? I'm 22.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura.
Sure.
I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura thing, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Where are your goons, Moma?
They're out
Simping?
for Renju. Besides, I
About the
can't
Renju
have them
tip.
here seeing me like this.
Good point.
Oh, I forgot to explain to her what's going
I
on.
said on the phone that I saw
Oopsies.
Renju.
Yeah, I had all my
Oops, sorry.
people looking for it.
I'm trying not to click through everything. I really am.
Hey, I held up my end.
Okay.
I brought
I
Iris
clearly
like
said
you
come here.
asked.
Not come here. But okay.
Come here. Dante, I don't
Oh my
quite
God,
know
dude.
how to ask this, but can you ask Tessa if I can shake her
Jesus. Moma and I broke our huddle.
Sure. Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
hand? What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that.
Sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake.
Jesus,
Sure.
Date.
Never show my boobs.
He took her hand and gently shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day
I
of
love
my
this
life.
game.
It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
Sad to know that it's gonna end at some
All right,
point.
here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
These guys are funny.
Got it. Thanks.
I love
No
this.
problem, bro. Really. Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
The ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are
I love
a good
this.
team.
About
Like
Renju.
siblings.
He sprouted wings and flew away. Not the big, fluffy, angelic wings, or the demonic wings. They're just like... He just kind of grew 2 little fried chicken wings out of his shoulders. Not his back, his shoulders. I don't think he knows what wings are.
But I I don't know anything more than
What the heck is that? Oh.
Please tell me.
I don't know what just happened. 3 things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoko's body was found by a message sent from Renju's phone. I found Iris's body in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence. An assassin named #89. I know it's number 89, I'm just kidding. I am the number after all.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oops.
Oh, well...
Wait, so they just dropped it and they just confirmed it there?
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah. Of course I have. Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't even know it. I was there.
Suppose he does.
Good, because I don't feel like
I don't know. Maybe someone bribed him.
But why would Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an
Ooh,
accomplice.
dragon. A bronze dragon. But what is it?
Hey,
It's a bronze dragon. I'm so confused. What is it? It's a bronze dragon. I've already introduced Moma, but what happens if I do it again?
Moma may not look it, but
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET.
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET.
Now what did she say?
ASET, you.
I love this Yakuza
Oh, my
simp
catchphrase.
gang
Thank
stuff
you.
going on. It's funny.
This is kind of embarrassing.
But sorry,
Fred.
Mama.
Fred.
I don't like gangsters.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Sincerely apologize.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
Meatless beef.
Victory is meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, he went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
Summarize for me.
Not like that.
Anyway, Moma, take care of
I
Iris.
mean, I don't wanna.
What?
What? Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
That is a face you can trust. I don't understand what you're
Are
talking
you
about.
serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that. I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time. We follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
You promised me a date.
Date,
Did you just pull a gun on me?
son of a bitch.
Fred. Fred.
I'm gonna.
Deal.
Good idea.
Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura. Take
Fred.
me with you.
Fred.
If you do,
Why do they keep
I'll
saying
tell
Fred?
You about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Moma, you're insane.
Fine.
Yay!
Date,
What did she do?
don't ignore me.
A clean game.
Oh, the gun.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have two
Okay.
places to check: Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too, where you found
food.
my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Are we just gonna leave him here, or is he gonna pass out?
My chest hurts.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave him here like that. Okay.
Hard to breathe.
Let's just get the warehouse out of the way. And then we'll go eat, and then we'll go to the other two places. I love this game, it's fun.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris.
You ain't no ghost.
But I'm here now.
Not with that expression going on in your face.
Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
Why do I find that little loop so funny? God, the animation in this is amazing. Oh my god.
But maybe they're not legs.
And then I
Maybe
decided
they're
not
my
to.
boobs.
Yes, I did.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses.
Guess.
They enter what we call a somnium, a dream
Easily.
projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization
Tons of
is
drugs.
How do you even do that?
Literally tons.
about. We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it
Yeah,
works.
background. Kind of like my
Well,
green screen.
I can
Which you can
explain,
see now,
but it
because I
will require
mentioned
a bit
it.
of background to understand.
Background?
It's gone again. But now I have to go, so. In case you're wondering how long it's been since I last played this, it's been like 4 months. Right? Yeah, it's been 4 months. And I started this game 7 months ago. But it will be done by the end of the year, I promise. Okay? I am promising you that. See you in a second. Okay, that's the cut point. Actually, let me load it again because I want to see something. I want to know exactly where it loads in. I'm still in CRI. That wasn't me, I swear. Okay, that one was. Menu, load chart. Still there. Bench. Nothing on it now. Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. Nice cutting machine.
So my corpse was on
Switchboard
here?
installed in the back of the warehouse. Sorry, I didn't mean to click. You're no spooky
Hey, get up!
What
ghost.
the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside
You're a
the circuit
spooky
board.
girl.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm
Clearly
haunting
frozen.
the warehouse with
Let's just talk to her.
spooky
Oh,
astral
no.
projection.
What are you talking about,
Did my
Iris?
neck snap? I didn't even say just, I said nuss. Do you know about the BBB? Bless you. Interesting.
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's
Sound
almost
well.
it. Yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain.
Interesting.
It is a kind of
Interesting.
shield that
Oh,
protects
getting
the
up with the
brain.
Wadjet system.
To get through,
Red.
an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
It is cold in here.
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's
Interesting.
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Do you know about
To
nanotechnology?
borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Interesting.
Nanotech? Yeah. Technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things.
Interesting.
And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can
So is this
even
a
go
world where
inside your
cancer
body
doesn't
and
really
cure
affect
illnesses.
anybody
They
anymore?
can even cure cancer.
Oh, it only.
And they go beep beep
Okay,
beep.
so the rich can.
Well, I
the
don't
rich
know if
can
it was
cure
like
themselves,
beep
but-
beep or "Rrr." But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
That's a lot of ones.
Largely accurate. Nano is a
Clever
prefix
joke, I know.
meaning
I didn't mean
10
to
the
breathe in the
negative
microphone, I'm
ninth
sorry.
power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers.
So you're saying syncing with
So
people
sync
is
nanomachines
really
are far smaller than
expensive.
that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines
Well, first you
are
jump
used
into
to
the
write in
water,
the syncer's data.
maybe with some rocks, and then you sink. I don't know, I float usually.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The
Balls!
PvP soldiers
Oh.
say go away and push them back?
Well,
I'm trying to correct
yeah,
my
kind
posture
of.
and my neck
But for
because I
the
realize I
sync to
lean
work, we have to
too
get the
much like this,
nanomachines into the brain
even though the
itself.
screen's
How do we do that?
not tilted.
Drill
I
a
think
hole
it's
in
my
the
hair.
skull?
No.
In Shovel
My
Forge,
hair
you can use a
tricks me.
pickaxe and...
Yeah, no.
No, it has
I don't
nothing
like
to
that.
do with tools.
I don't like
we
that
don't
one
have
bit.
to open a hole.
You
Skulls
ever gonna
already
click?
have holes in them.
Oh, there
One
we
of
go.
those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve
I
canal.
don't know why the game
located
took so
behind the
long
eyes.
right there.
The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes.
Weird.
Then go to the back of your eye socket. Then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
I think this is really interesting.
Once the nanocables
Even if it's just
arrive at
exposition
destination,
that the
they can
writers
begin the
wanted
sync
to
process. They slide
explain
into the
how it
brain
worked.
like roots of a tree. And
But then
on the
again, it
tip
might
of
come up
each
in the
cable,
future.
The nanomachine
So I
sends
guess
and
we'll see.
receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain
Right.
can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay.
I see.
Maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only
How long
hold
is this gonna
one
take?
person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Or was she just fixing her hair or headphones?
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only
Yep.
thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside.
But then again, I
These
thought most
syncers break into the
dreams
house,
took
look
only
for
like
clues,
6
and
seconds.
leave, all
So
within
the
6
fact that we can
minutes.
There's a time
maintain 6 minutes
Yes,
of a dream,
or else
that is
the house
impressive
will
in
collapse
itself.
our heads.
The neural circuits would become
But it could be
too
wrong with the
deeply
6 seconds
entwined
thing, I
with
don't
one
know. I'm not gonna claim it's true. I'm just saying I heard it somewhere. But I know I sure haven't had the longest dreams.
another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
And why am I telling her then?
Thank you for explaining it.
I just did.
I don't completely
Right.
understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date,
Mhm.
tell me
I
this.
forgot we went into his brain.
Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman Sojima.
Okay, we're gonna cut back for a second.
So that's
Okay,
why you
so-
know so much about him.
Last
never met
episode,
him, right?
we went and...
I haven't, I swear.
Last episode, we did Sinking into the Villain, I believe, and we went into Sosajima's mind. We synced with Sosajima and saved her, and somehow she was dead here, but then once we saved her, she was back alive and not dead here. So, just doing that to tell you why, what happened. So, anyway, back to everything. If you missed the earlier parts, let me restart. Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of the what happened last time now. And if you haven't seen the earlier episodes, then click on the button up here, I believe. It's going to be the little iCard. It'll bring you to the playlist of this game. So it'll show you everything I did along the way to get here. So I'm going to give you a second or two to go and watch the earlier parts before continuing on with the previously. I hope you enjoy the series as much as I have. I hope you enjoy the series as much as I have been. Okay, now that we are starting, so previously on the Somnium files, she went and got killed. She was right here, frozen, just on the bench, dead. And then we went in and synced with Sojima and saved her somehow. And then now she's alive. She's no longer dead, and everyone thinks I'm insane because I went and reported a dead body that wasn't there. So that is what happened, and now we are exploring that. Also, we lost something like Prisoner 89 or something. He went missing. I will put pictures on the screen as I talk as well to make it easier for you. Next time, what I'll do is if you liked it like this, then I'll keep giving you the previously ons like this. But if you want to see me do it more in the way of previously on, the Somnium files, and then have like clips from it, then I can do that too. So let me know in the comments below, and I will take your comments into consideration. Also, like this video if you like it, and subscribe to catch the rest of this game, because I'm getting all of the endings. So, thank you, and back to the recording. Okay, so, summarize. Yes, actually, right here. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Date.
Really?
You saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me
god.
from getting killed.
Yeah,
Or I guess
And
it's
then
you.
somehow, I resurrected.
yeah.
If this place is a freezer, then yeah.
Date.
They're probably
that
dying
means
in there. They've been in there for a
you're-
while. Oh, it's
Date,
froze again.
Is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah,
Okay.
freezing too. Iris, let's get
I
out
have
of
two
here.
cameras, by the way.
Roger that.
I can't exactly show the other one right now because the way I'm recording does not show it, but it's right here. If I was streaming, this is where it would be. I'll show you what it looks like on, what did I stream the other day? Batman. I streamed Batman Arkham Origins, so if you want to catch my streams, you can go to twitch.tv, I'll put it, see, twitch.tv/LoganDaNumber. Link on the screen and in the description down below. At 25 followers, I'll be doing Sonic 06, I believe is what I said, or Sonic Boom. So, one of the two. But yeah, follow me over there to watch me play a bunch of different games. This one I'm recording, so I'm not streaming it. But yeah, I figured I would mention that because it's something that I've been working on. And while this camera is in whatever weird cropping I have it, my stream one is in 16:9 because it's a webcam right here. And it just, I was able to specify that one, but in order to get this one the same if I were to put this on the same level, I'd have to move my tripod closer because it's an actual camera. I can actually move that one around. So I can actually do vlogs if I wanted to. But I just don't. Unplug a series, actually. So, at some point in the future, I will be starting a new series, probably on a Saturday or Sunday, where I will be going and giving like little vlog moments or whatever if I do vlog moments. But in general, it will be kind of like an update video where I talk about what happened on the channel and off the channel. And I plan on looking at memes. And my channel is still too small to have memes made about it. So what I'm going to be doing instead is looking at other people's memes until I can get memes and jokes made over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a comment from that week. The best comment of the week will be put in the video as comment of the week. And then I will be putting one of my favorite moments from the videos in the video as well. So the 3 sections are updates, my favorite moment, and community comment. I might add in a community's favorite moment thing if you all like certain moments. So please use the comments more and just tell me, like what moment you enjoyed. Leave comments on the video to be like, oh, hey, I liked this, or hey, just anything. I am open to anything, and if you make a meme, you can send it to me on Twitter at LoganDaNumber. But for now, we're gonna go back to the game. Go to eat. I can't record. Got it. My wife is gonna be mad if I don't do my homework. That face she was doing. Interesting.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
Whatever month this is 31
Dante I was
days.
hungry, so
We're only on the 4th, I think, right? Or are we in the 5th?
I'll have my
remember.
usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
4 days? No! Okay, I know that's not how it works. Iris, what's your usual? Smile. I order a smile every time I come here. Why'd you just smile at me for like an hour before saying that? I'm trying to move my
Omelet rice.
mouse off screen a bit.
Ota's omelet rice is
Just so
so
we don't
good
have
it
to
gives
do-
me stomach
Okay.
cramps.
Wait, no, I was wondering
Is
with the
that a
phone.
compliment?
It's a phone. It wasn't even on screen.
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Just ring ring. Who's on the phone? Who cares? Date, you moron. Who
Ring
cares?
ring. Who's on the phone?
Who cares?
Where's Renju? How dare you not know? I'll have you arrested.
You're still looking. Well, like I told
Oh,
you
she was dead.
before, I don't know.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
So is this game doing kind of
Dante
like
jumped into a parallel world
the
where I'm still
opposite
alive.
of what
Tessa,
the Zero Escape games did, where instead of just jumping around your consciousness, he jumped physically? Or did he just jump consciousness as well? I know they make references to the Zero Escape series. I know they make references to the Zero Escape series in this, and as well as the Danganronpa series, as pointed out by this commenter right here on the second or third episode. But I'm just wondering, like, how it all works about the parallel world. Now I'm doing the confused thing. I might have to restart the game. He's not very happy. Very carefully. I couldn't speak for a second.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well,
Confused.
Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
What is with those hands?
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
What was with
I'll
those
do
hands?
anything.
I'm just...
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Oh my god, Date. What should I throw
Your
out?
heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
Scissors.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go.
Ah, she
1,
beat
2,
me.
3, shoot. Shoot.
Oh my god.
Yay, I won.
Oh, no. You see,
Jesus.
this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not
Why?
taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't
Why?
want money. Instead,
Yeah?
can you pet my head and say
Just-
Iris is a cutie cutie? The cutest person in the
Lisa?
whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Fine.
What's with his
Iris
face?
is a cutie.
No. Put your heart
This was
into
such a
it.
weird experience,
Iris
but
is a
Ota's
cutie
face
cutie,
was so
the
weird.
Cutest person in the whole wide
Oh,
world.
she's gonna stare at me?
Cutie angel.
We just played rock, paper, scissors,
Jesus,
right? I won
Date,
and you
chill.
beat me. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time.
No matter what happened,
I do not have
I'm
that
pretty
functionality.
certain that's how it's
So
gonna end,
those
no matter
timelines
what.
are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Okay, so I actually watched a video on the Mandela
Parallel world,
Effect
huh?
by Captain Disillusion. I'll have that linked below if you're
Sure you
curious
can.
about it. I believe it's
Parallel
Captain
worlds
Disillusion.
exist.
If it was someone else, then
Do
I'll
you
have
know
it
about
in
the
there
Mandela
anyway.
Effect? Or the Bouba and Kiki
So it's kind of weird
effect?
seeing it now, knowing what actually happened with it. But yeah. Yep.
Or the 100 million balls. If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story
Continue
of
talking
two
the Bouba
sisters.
Kiki effect. No. Can't see it. Okay, fine, I'm looking. Oh, yeah, I know this. Bouba and Kiki. It's Bouba, that's Kiki.
Dante,
At first I
look at
didn't
this
know,
picture.
but yeah, I know.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Bouba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Bouba and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't
Yeah,
that weird?
you could say it's the
In other
visualization
words,
of
everyone
language.
thinks that Bouba is a
Bouba,
certain
you
way
feel like
and
it's
Kiki is the other.
rounder.
It applies
Kiki
universally
feels
across
like it's
languages and
sharper.
cultures.
Oh,
It's like
I don't know.
something ingrained inside all humans.
100 million balls. You rhymed, haha!
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way
What
to
if
get
we
here.
hatched instead?
If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means
Yes, but
humans
where do the
would
balls
never be
come in?
born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Yeah, one of us
Imagine
would
a
have.
box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a
There's the
miracle.
Bouba Kiki
But if there
effect.
were multiple universes,
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had...
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Didn't most cultures develop with patriarchal
worshipping the
thought,
sun
though?
and the sea?
I know there
Or
were some
thinking that the mother is
matriarchal
soft and the
things, but
father is
generally I don't
jagged.
think they were as widespread.
regardless of your culture or background,
Historically.
you probably think this way. It's what Jung called
getting
the
dim.
collective unconscious.
I nudged you. I was just trying to tap the screen, but my chair started to roll.
There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all
I have to turn a bit
individuals.
since the camera's different. This is actually kind of better. I'm more comfortable on my arm.
That's what Jung said about it.
Yeah, it's like
Look at that
grass.
nice
Grass
bamboo.
is actually exactly
Bamboo
the same.
stalks look like individual
Bamboo
plants
or
since they're
grass?
separated.
Tree. And I know,
But underground,
mushrooms can be
they're
like
all
this too,
connected.
actually. If you see a lot of mushrooms in one area, they're probably the same. Especially if you see like a circle of them. I remember
Human
that from
psyches
biology.
might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level.
Oh, I keep tilting my head.
That's
The parallel world?
yeah. You saved me in the dream, right?
And now the
dreams are
Mandella
all about our
Effect.
subconscious minds.
Yeah,
So if you follow the roots,
roughly. Not personally.
Get to another bamboo stalk.
yeah, something like that. Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah, the former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in
Yeah, I
1980?
know, the Berenstain Bears.
That's the Mandela Effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spells, or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow, and the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies.
No, it's because the human
logos,
brain is very
historical
fragile
events,
and tends to
and little
condense down
things. The
information.
Mandela Effect is
It's like how
everywhere.
the video
Why
you
do you
are
think
watching
that is?
right now
Because
is
those memories are
condensed,
from
so the color
parallel
in this
worlds?
corner is
Would
probably
explain
all
it, I guess.
in the file itself being condensed down into one, into subsections. So like each pixel to me looks different than the way you're seeing it. In general, the recording software is very good at maintaining rough structures, but that's why things like blacks and the solid colors can show you a bunch of blocking, and effects are also really bad half the time. So I don't even know if you'll be able to see all of these little particles floating around the room very well. The two sisters. Why do they keep having me into these long exposition type setups? Mm-hmm.
So, there's this girl?
Yeah, sure. Happens to me all the
Let's call
time.
her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back
What?
to practicing,
Pizza?
playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all.
Probably the moon.
So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks,
So,
I wonder where she
was
went.
B just sitting in
Then
the room with the
B
TV on,
hears her
getting mad at
sister at the
herself?
door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. Bee is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it. And she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch
I always
it.
do like this
So
type of
depending on
talk.
her
I like
decision,
alternate
a parallel
universes
world
and
was on.
timelines. I think it's
Yeah.
fun.
And what Bee saw might have been from the
I don't think the
world where her
Mandela
sister
Effect's real
stayed
though.
behind.
I think any of this other stuff could be, but I just generally know that I forget stuff all the time.
I know a ton of stories like this. Like
Sometimes I
some
have
of the
dreams like
transport
that,
1 year
actually,
into
where
the
I'll
future,
have like a...
and there's a missing persons report out
No,
for you.
wait, no. That's not how that works.
You look
Sometimes
down at
I
your phone,
feel like
you
I've had a
realize
dream
that
about
it's
it.
not yours. It's
And I
not
always
the one you
panic.
remember having.
So it's like I'll be suddenly sitting there with my family or something, and I'll be like, wait a minute, this feels familiar. And I don't know, I think it's just anxiety disorders for me personally. Just casually mention that. More?
You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town
Stupid
where everyone is
motorcycles.
Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters.
But wait, if... I'm confused. Doesn't that
It's
kind
not
of
like
contradict
Korea
the
or
other thought
China.
process that he was just
It's
saying
the
himself
Japan we
about
know,
how
but the language is
if
different.
any one little thing was
That's a
different,
prime
nothing would be
example
able
of a
to go
parallel world.
on. So how can an entire language... How can a society be the same without having... Or while... How can a society be the exact same as the one we know if the language itself has been entirely changed? If the language developed in a different way, why wouldn't the society have been developed in that way as well? Like, that's just a big change. I can understand something like, oh, well, you know what? Go back in time, kill this one dude, and maybe things won't be too different. But saying for an entire society to be exactly the same as it was before, but while also maintaining a different language entirely, then that's tricky because language impacts society in a lot of different ways. If we were all speaking in an old form of English, then things would be way different probably, or at least substantially different societally. So the idea that like a language can develop separately than a society and end up in two different areas, one that's entirely different and one that's entirely the same, I don't see if that's possible. Because language changes everything, and you change your language. So if the language is different, that means the people were different, even if it's only in their thought processes. It's like how a lot of... Kind of like the fact that a lot of European languages like to gender items. So you might see a table and say, tables are feminine. Why? I don't know. I mean, English isn't like that at all. We don't really gender things like tables. We don't consider a table as inherently feminine or masculine. I don't know. It depends on the European language. But it's a big difference. A lot of times, a lot of the languages will focus more on the noun or the verb. So the fact it is just, there's a lot of tricky situations there.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before.
I will be right
Most of
back.
them
I realized I
describe
forgot
seeing
something.
the same person. The spatial temporal man.
Harold. Where'd I put you? Where are you? Now listen, bastard. Girl? There's not much, Mark. There you are. How fair do you look? Sorry. I don't know why this reminded me of this, but I have a business partner. His name is Gerald. I have a skull. His name is Gerald, in case you couldn't tell when he told you his name is Gerald. Hi. Get close, love. This is Gerald. I put a zip tie on his jaw so he could talk. It's jewelry. Ha. So from now on, Gerald is making me more responsible. He tells me when to get back to work and what to work on. I don't have any choice anymore. He's always here. He's always watching. Always. I also have a second skull downstairs that was cheaper and is smaller and worse than Gerald. His name is like Jeremy. But this one is Gerald. I think he's cool. So from now on, he is my prop that I have. So from now on, he's gonna make an appearance, telling you to subscribe. Interesting.
He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes.
This is a long part. I just want to finish this level so I can do my homework.
He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Oh, I've scooted over again.
So, this elementary
Lots
school
of stuff.
kid, let's call him
Oh, this one's C now, not
He
B.
goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a
Through the
coffee
door.
cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows.
The lost friend?
It's not like anyone did it
Hey,
on purpose
I was
or
wondering
there
who
was
it
a
was
beef or
gonna be.
anything.
Maybe
I'd be
something
upset if it was
happened
gonna
that
be
made
D.
two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe. There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named
You?
Suzuki. One
Gerald?
day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets.
Ew.
The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks
This is
him
a
about
weird
it.
story.
Like, hey, are you okay?
Floating
Your
eyeball
eyes
in the
fell out.
dark.
A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school,
Weird.
and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and
Interesting.
asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing.
So you're saying the
I don't know
eyeball
him.
thing didn't matter
There's
at
no
all?
Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
Ew.
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
Stop it.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like
Cut it
that.
out.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually
Ew,
isn't too hard to
stop
put your eye back in if it falls
Telling
out.
me that.
Ota
I
is
don't
correct.
like thinking about my
Eyes
eyeballs.
are easy to replace in their sockets, as long as none of the nerves or blood
Makes me
vessels are damaged.
uncomfortable.
There are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research
Those
it
are
too.
fun. I like secret
That's how I learned all
societies.
this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies
Oda
too.
brought the dish over.
I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
He
Maybe
laid,
next time.
he laid out an
Where's
omelet
that
rice
omelet
in front
rice?
of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on
Done.
her face. She didn't even open her eyes. She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful. But dropped the spoon.
Bon appetit!
Bread? Fred. Bread. Bread. Now I'm concerned. Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence.
Tessa,
There was no
are you
conversation.
okay?
Just the sound of the spoon.
I'm fine.
Just the
My hand
sound of the
slipped.
spoon hitting
Let's
the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long... No problem. Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile. Better than her hard smile.
Ah, thanks for the food. That was good.
Okay, now
take your
I'm
omelet
assuming we're
rice
on to
is
the next
seriously
area
the
since that was the
best.
summarize me.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to
Could
my
be
dad.
a long
He
episode.
taught me well.
Oh my god, there's still 2 more.
Let's get going.
Go to the Akume
Thanks
Shrine.
again.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
why I always
Come
avoid
back soon.
the #1 things. Don't have time. I really don't have time. I've already been going for 40 minutes, so we're gonna end this here. I'm sorry, but I have college work to do. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to catch the next one. I will be having another video of this out next Monday, because this should be coming out on Thursday. Tomorrow's video will be Batman Arkham Asylum, and it's going to be a more edited, or if it's not, it's going to be Maneater. I haven't decided which of the two at the moment yet, but I will be back on Monday with some more the Somnium files, and I plan on making all of next week except for Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will all be So if that sounds good to you, then hit subscribe and go back and watch the earlier videos if you haven't, because they will make this far more enjoyable to watch. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Start the intro for the next one, too. Hi, and welcome to the Somnium Files. It is still